Hello, how are you all? Our topic today is how to use an electric plenary, by pipes. So let's watch the video.
To start, I think I know has a job.
Similar to these manual spreadsheets, even the line work is very similar. That is, the tool is very similar. Some of the time, we will work with both hands. In some situations, we end up working with just one hand. But the ideal is to really work with both hands.
Here in this area, they're Asian, right, guys? White guys?
I personally recommend working with the minimum possible. Adding a little more depth. But the shallower depth is preferable if you make more passes. What you spend, eat more of the weight because you can't replace it, so it's better. Or you'll have to take it off somewhere else. So it's better to take it off little by little. At my house, I have a little dust collector here that I've already talked about. I'll even leave the link here about that. This piece here.
Bye. Bye. Thank you. I'll show it to you here.
Well, as you can see, there's a considerable difference here. This is an elliptical board, which is here with 2.8 thickness. Well, guys, whenever possible, we're going to choose the planar, the side that is concave. It's better than the convex one. This makes it easier, both on the manual spreadsheet and on the trowel.
Well, let's conclude that commercial institution.
If I pass the plane from one end to the other, I will flatten the piece. Manually. I will have to remove it punctually. Small imperfections, a direct pass, it will remove. But in the case of greater perfection, I have to take it out punctually because taking it out is...
Taking action that we're going to take. The first thing to do is this. And then, as if you had a ruler, a larger piece. As if you had a ruler.
I'm going to join it, or I can draw a line, okay? I'm going to discard this here, and I'm going to join that line. In this case, I'm going to use the ruler, okay? So, let's do the same. Look at that as architecture. See that you've already taken a lot, but here, and right here at this tip, just at this tip, it makes a, it touches right at the tip, and here it starts to catch. Oh, here, whoa, a little more here. I still have about 40 centimeters until the tip. This is important. Sometimes we also use a pencil to be able to mark that and see where we have to remove. So let's do one more pass. On the second pass, I practically finished. Look. Almost nothing. I'm going to do one more. Just one more pass to give it a final touch. Well, now we're back to the final result. As you can see already, now it's all right that I've managed to remove all the difference. It's not very difficult. It's a matter of practice. I'm going to show you a few more things. Put the camera on a tripod. And I'm going to give you one more tip. Well, I can turn it off there. I've already removed my dust collector, so it would be a little more visible. And be safer. It's important that you know exactly what part of your machine. The roller is on the blade, because when you have to start grinding from a certain point, you know where you want to be. Support your machine. So you come in, support the front of the machine, and it goes down and forward. When you have to start like I started here at the tip, and you have to give it a, and here it's deep, and you don't want to rough it out. What do? You start with it. And as you go in, you get to the point where you want it, you go lifting it here. No, you go lifting it so that it stops being enough and only the front of the machine is holding it. These are two important tips. Another thing that we have to be careful about is in relation to, for a piece of work here, look at the square to keep it level. In the case of the machine, to keep a certain square here. The ideal is to use this simple parallel here. It helps a lot, right? It also helps a lot. And to secure the front of the machine at all times. That's important. Wow. Thank you. Because in fact, the back is just the output table. So the most important part is this part. The front here.
Well, right is the part that really starts to wear out. Okay, guys.
So I think that for an introduction to the subject, we're not going to go into too much detail now about better spaces, no.
In the morning of mornings, the waters don't count.
First, in this part here, which is the most used to see the door, a piece of furniture. Okay? Okay. So, guys, the first introduction to the subject. You enjoyed it. May it be useful to you. A hug to all, and see you in the next video. Let's go. Good job.